Hi everyone, this is Professor Ataychik. Just want to share with you a little explanation of the project exam that I'm assigning today in CS102. Okay. Now you can do this exam project with a partner. You do not have to. However, no group should be talking to more than one person. So if I see it in class or hear it from a professor, or even on Thursday when we're talking again, if I see any group talking to a third person, you might be subject to academic dishonesty. Okay, so this is an exam environment. I know that it's communal and we're in a lab environment, so sometimes we chat with each other and kind of give each other tips on how to improve the task. This is an exam situation, so I'll say this: you do well in this, and you're hireable. Okay, this is one of the chapter 1 through 6 is one of the more difficult things that new applicants that go into the workforce find difficult. So that's why I've been giving you a lot of repetition of VLOOKUPs, COUNTIFs, SUMIFs, AVERAGEIFs. And you're going to see that again here. So you're going to see something similar to Chapter 4 and 5 homework with some elements of Chapter 6 put into it. Remember, we did the MyIT lab for that. And you're going to see a file here called CS102 Project Student. That is going to have at least 10 tabs in it. First tab is the instructions. Read through that thoroughly. There are 10 objectives that you have to complete. Within each objective, there might be multiple steps. This is nothing new to you, especially if you've been doing MyIT lab pretty well. Any yellow header has work that has to be done. In addition to that, there are comments, little red triangles in some of the headers or the field names, which is the top row that says, customer ID or customer name, things like that. That's called a header. So you're going to have to be mindful of that. I gave you hints of what you have to do, average if, that kind of stuff. Sum if, VLOOKUPs. And there's one tab I did not give you any clues on what to do because, again, this is a test environment, an exam environment. So, I'm testing you a little bit to see if you can figure out what you need to do there. Basically, you're going to see the sheet. It's going to be a summary sheet. You've done this before, and you shouldn't have problems, especially if you work with a partner. Maybe the two heads are better than one here. On top of that, we're going to go through a couple of things in class, a drop-down menu and a concatenate formula and a left-right formula. We're going to do some cool stuff there. But also, on the exam, Objective 10 is going to ask you to complete an explanation of the SUMIF, COUNTIF, AVERAGEIF, or VLOOKUP. At this point, you should be comfortable with these tools, with these functions. So one of the expressions out there is you learn by teaching. So I have a screenshot in these last few tabs of the spreadsheet that you'll be responsible for picking based upon your name, and we'll explain this in class. Based upon your name, you will be responsible for one of those 4 functions I just mentioned. So you'll have to explain it as if you're teaching it. Okay. Again, this is due Friday at 5 p.m. We will be spending some time on Tuesday and Thursday working on this as a class. But again, exam environment, I will not be giving you in-depth instruction this time because, again, it is an exam.